We're so pleased to have our second in the 7 Billion Conversations That Matter Roundtable series on April 12th here at the Institute. We hope many will come and join us. And we're especially honored to bring to this roundtable the first Aspen dialogue featuring Congressman Dan Glickman. And he will be the new director of our long-standing congressional program at the Aspen Institute. He was a member of Congress for 15 years from Kansas, and the head of the USDA. And his greatest passion, one of his greatest concerns right now, is that of the food security crisis. There are more than 1 billion people living in hunger today. Food prices continue to escalate at completely untenable levels. And we are finding a mismatch between the policy solutions to address this crisis and the problems that exist. The 7 Billion series, as you may or may not know, in this year, in 2011, the world will hit the population of 7 billion. Probably will happen in October of 2011. And the reason why this is so significant is the acceleration in the growth of the population has happened at a much faster rate than anyone expected it to happen. And for some reason, we have backed away from talking about the population crisis or the effect of population on other sectors like environment, like health, like the economy. And so the purpose behind this series, which is funded by the Hewlett Foundation, the Packard Foundation, and USAID, is to bring the issue of population back into discussions of other sectors, like the food security crisis, like health, like security, and like the environment, because we have moved away from bringing our best thinkers to bear to the questions that the globe is facing around this today. Some of the questions that Elliot Gerson will likely ask Congressman Glickman will be, for example, the relationship between the food security crisis and national security issues. Is there a dimension of the recent upheavals we're seeing in the Middle East and food prices? There is a strong relationship, and that's a very important reason to pay attention to this, as well as points the way towards solution. The other question that Elliot may look at is, how can one address this in a cost-effective way? Are there any new glimmers of hope in terms of innovative, cost-effective strategies that are breathing new life into our approaches to agriculture and food security in the developing world? I think Elliot may begin to try to ask some questions related to why is it that we have such a hard time talking about the population crisis today? What is the reason why, even though in the face of highly escalated numbers of people in the world, we're not able to say the answer is increased access to family planning services? Why has this become such a radioactive topic? So it's an unusual pairing. Nafi Sadek and Congressman Glickman are interesting, and we look forward to a great conversation.